It was always just done to say, okay, I'm Tsonga and this is what that looks like. I'm a young woman, this is what that looks like. So I think we have the freedom and also the right to edit and evolve our cultures. If I were to define my style, I would say 21st century urban Tsonga. I'm a very sporty person, so I enjoy, sneakers, crepes, the tracksuits. And if I'm at home chilling, I'll usually rock one of those. What do I love about Xitsonga culture? It's the color blocking. It's the volume. That's what I liked about the shubelanis that I saw growing up. So that's what I would try and take and then incorporate it into my styles. Traditionally in my culture, Tsonga women will wear what is called a shibelani, which goes around the waist, and it's usually this voluminous garment that we use when getting dressed up to party or when dancing. Obviously, it's a garment that was mostly worn by women, and over the decades and the centuries, there's been different ways of wearing that, and it's changed. It's been made out of different materials, and over time, it's completely evolved. But it's always been something that made women more beautiful. It's also very integral to how Tsonga women dance. Every day I'm influenced by the culture that the women before me wore. Every day there's a part of it. Even if you don't see an actual shibelani on me, if you're seeing something that's very puffy, very big, it's because I was influenced by that. I'm supporting a local designer as well, and I was styled by a local stylist, Hovega. We're taking on local with a kind of a very whimsical approach. I think for me, I want to say being African doesn't necessarily mean just the brown, those like earth tones, It's also the bright, the floral, the beautiful, the whimsical, the fairy tale. There's just no way that Europeans or other races were the only people to impact what we consider beautiful. I could not accept that. There's no way that my ancestors didn't contribute in any way to how me as a young woman living today would adorn my hair and wear my hair. I'm really opposed to the notion that the only way I can be beautiful is to completely erase my hair, hide it away, etc. I can't agree with that idea. So I thought, what have the women before me in my own lineage done to beautify themselves? And so I've taken braids from the women in my culture and other cultures as well, West Africa and other places, to say, okay, but what would a young black woman's hair look like today if we were not told for so long that blackness was not okay? People mustn't forget that culture has always moved. I think the previous generations sometimes get caught in this trap of thinking the way that they had things when they grew up is the way that things should be forever. And that's just not the case. Things move, cultures move, traditions move, fashion definitely moves. My own mother was not wearing the same shibelani as her mother, and her mother before that was not wearing the same shibelani as her mother. So it has changed, and it will continue to change. There'll always be people who will tell you, no, you can't move it, you can't change it. But that's not the nature of tradition. It's not the nature of culture, and it's never going to be the nature of fashion. If we try to say to young black women that the only way to embrace their culture is to do it in a way that was done 100 years ago, that's when you're going to lose people. We must be allowed to explore it and keep reinventing it. So I want that to be my legacy, and I hope that I inspire other people to also use their culture in their day-to-day fashion.